I have a master's in engineering. I was in the banking sector for close on 2 decades, a sector I left 14 years ago, approximately. And because parents are part of the ecosystem of these children, I realized that I need to work with parents as well to enable parents have these children and to enable the children be in the right space to listen to me when I'm teaching them. Many of them are unhappy because of the parenting style of their parents. And you know what? Parents give what they have. And so today, I will be sharing some few nuggets with you. Now, I want to take whether you're married yet or you're not married yet, whether you have children yet or you have grandchildren yet, or you don't have children yet. I want you to know, for everyone, please may we mute, please may we mute. There's someone, please may we mute. I want you to know for you to be on this platform, and for those that will have the opportunity to go through the recording, as long as you are a female, you are a female, you've got a womb, and so you are a mother. You birth destinies, whether they are your biological children or they are your cousins, nephews, and whoever you're caring for. So please, you need to just get some of these nuggets. For those that are already grandmothers or have children that are already, are adults, I'm very sure you have mentees, people that look up to you, and you can unlearn some of the things you already know so that you can, guide and advise the ones that are coming up. We nurtured the way we were nurtured. So one of the first parenting nuggets, put Almighty God first. In all you do, you cannot help yourself. Bring Almighty God into the picture and He will take you to where He designed you to be. Put God in your boat. It will be very smooth. And I want you to understand and be reminded that those children are first the heritage of the Lord. They are the children of God. He just gave them to you because He will not be able to drop them from heaven to earth. So He needed to bring them through, a woman, and the man impregnates the woman, and then you start to care for the child so that they can, achieve their God-given destiny. Put Almighty God first, pray for them, ask God why He sent them to the earth so that you can nurture them in that light. Put Almighty God first. Number 2, have a family structure. That's right. Treat your family as an organization. For many of us on this platform, you could be an entrepreneur who have selling a product or services, but you have your mission, your vision, you have your mission, you have your core values. For those that work in organizations, you find that your organizations have their vision, their mission, and core values clearly stated on the wall. Do you have your family vision? Do you have your family mission? Do you have your family values documented, printed out, and pasted somewhere, where people just come in and see it? Or you have it in your head? If you have, or you had when your children were growing up, a vision, a mission statement, a vision statement, your family vision, your family mission, and your core values printed out, pasted, Please type 2 in the comment section. Let me see. Let me see. Anybody? Let me stop sharing. Anybody? Anybody? Does anybody have it? No?
No.
No? Okay. It's not too late. It's when you wake up, that is your morning. So what do? You sit with your spouse and you can bring the children together and say, no, we're going to write our family vision. Your husband knows where you all are going as a family. Where are you going is your vision, your mission. How do you get there? And what values will you stand by? During your family devotion, you tell the children, these integrity is one of our core values. Put Almighty God first, respect for the individual, decent dressing, so that by the time the child sees it, I'm not going to dress indecently. Why? It's not part of our family values. Indecent dressing is not part of it. No, I can't. And imagine if you are not married yet, then you get married and you start to tell your children in your tummy about your vision, your mission, and your core values. Even if they're in a school of 600 people, if 599 people are doing something that they feel against their family values, they can dare to stand out and say, no, I'm not going to do that. The child started hearing it right in the womb. If you can feel me and hear me, please type 3 in the comment section while I resume sharing. So we're talking about some family nuggets. I'm sure some of these things are not new to you, but from time to time, it's good for us to hear them. We talked about putting Almighty God first and having a family structure. Okay. The third one, communicate. You should communicate effectively with your children. Do you know you can live without having to shout? You can live without having to have the authorities come to say, the child phone, my mom is yelling at me, I don't know what I did. You can actually do that. For many of us, our parents shouted at us, but you can unlearn that. That's why in one of our trainings we give, like I said, a part of the ecosystem, having the parents a part of the ecosystem, I now teach parents, and I invite you to register for the upcoming one, where I will dive into this. You can actually connect and engage with your children. Yes, and still be the mama. And they know that you have done, they know you set boundaries, and you learn how to listen. Just want to let you know that when you're talking with someone, 93% of your communication non-verbal, while your words are just 7%. That was communicated to us during the presentation skills last month. How do you communicate with your children? Do you shout them down? Do you hear something? Mommy, you are not listening. All you need to come and do is just interrupt them, yell. How won't they hear? How won't you hear? When they don't hear what? They hear what? They hear what? How can they have ears and they're children of God? They don't hear what? No, they hear what? Maybe you might need to look at it. Okay, if I keep shouting, is there a way I can do it better so that I don't shout? Do you respect them? In communicating, you bring in respect. Do you respect your children? How will you feel when your boss or your spouse yells at you at home? How will you feel? Positive modeling, the fourth nugget. Please, I just want to remind you that children go by modeling. More of what you do than what you say. If you're teaching your child how not to lie, make sure you don't lie. If you don't want your child to be a bully, make sure you're not a bully. And let me bust your bubble. Do you know that yelling is a form of verbal abuse? If you agree with me, please type 4 in the comment section. Yelling is a form of verbal abuse. If you agree with me, please type 4. Awesome. Got you. Thank you. Now, do you know that verbal abuse is a form of bullying? If you agree with me, type 5 in the comment section. Verbal abuse is a form of bullying. Thank you so much. The 5s are coming in. In other words, when we yell, we are bullies. And guess what? You are really a bully. You're teaching your child how to become a bully. They model you. You want a child that's confident, that's ready to make an impact, positive impact in the world. Be that first, and without stress, you just watch them fall into place. Are you a good role model? If your child was asked, who is your role model? Will they call you first or some other artist? The last one, do away with these 5 C's. Number 1, commanding. Please stop commanding them. Do you like to be commanded? Is there anybody, if you like to be commanded or you don't like to be commanded, right? Type I don't like in the comment section. If you don't like to be commanded, type I don't like in the comment section. I don't like. Okay. If you don't like, do you now feel that it's only you that should not like? Your children should not, they're not human beings, Homo sapiens, that shouldn't like. If you don't like, know that your children don't like it. You command them. No, don't. Another C is comparing them. Don't compare even siblings. When you compare, you are bringing resentment, bitterness, anger, jealousy, hatred amongst your children. And when God calls you home at full ripe old age, what will become of their relationship? I just want to reiterate to you that everyone has greatness. All your seeds are for signs and wonders. They're special. Don't compare them with their colleagues. Don't compare them with their siblings. Just tell them to compare themselves with themselves. Just raising the bar up. Just keep on going up, okay? Complaining. Please do away with complaining. Stop complaining. Have conversations. Sit down with them and say, okay, this. Why? Try to find out why. Son, and try to say, oh, this action of yours makes me feel so. So when you register for this training, you'll be able to know how you can say what you want to say, and you bring them close to you. Don't control. I know there's nobody here that loves to be controlled, but we control our children. Don't criticize them. Keep criticizing. What? This one you don't do well. You didn't do well. What about the one they did well? Stop criticizing. The first one, put Almighty God first. The second one, have a family structure. The third one, communicate effectively. Fourth, who can tell me the fourth? Please unmute and tell me the fourth. I have 3 minutes more. The fourth.
Positive modeling.
That's right. And who can tell me the fifth? Who can unmute and tell me the fifth?
Don't control them.
Don't control. Do away with the five
The 5
C's.
C's.
Yes,
That's it.
please write them down, okay? In conclusion, apply all these nuggets and watch your children turn out to be great assets, not only to your family, to the entire world. So, my dear sisters, I would like you to come on board and take this knowledge sharing session where I'll be able to share more parenting nuggets and teach you how to effectively bond with your children. The fee is 60,000 naira, early bird 35,000, but you ain't gonna pay any of these because you are here. You will only pay